Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about second trimester baby prep that I've been doing. I was thinking a lot about second trimester specific kind of videos I can make, and personally I feel like my whole second trimester I've been back and forth of, oh, is it okay to start doing this to prep for baby, or should I not do it yet because it's not the third trimester, it's not close enough. And I just kind of was unsure of what I should be doing in the second trimester, and so I feel like I did a lot of guesswork. And so now, being nearing the end of my second trimester, I thought it'd be a good time to make a video talking about the things I did do during my second trimester that I'm still doing during my second trimester that helps me prepare for baby more. As I've been thinking about what I want to be done at what time, I really came to the decision that the month of July, the month that she is due, I really want that month to be as relaxed and as stress-free as possible. So that means like 90% of all the baby prep is completely done. That means 90% of all my work prep and social media prep is completely done, and my house is ready for baby for the most part. But really, I just want that last month to be picking up bits and pieces here and there and relaxing and prepping myself for baby. With all the things that I've been doing and planning and prepping, I just thought it'd be a great video to share with anyone else who's kind of in the same boat of just needs a little help with figuring out what they want to do, what you want to do for your second trimester, or maybe just a nice little plan or idea of how to go about your second trimester and how to go about baby prep. So really, this video is just a baby prep video, just talking about all the things I'm doing or I have done to prepare for baby girl to get here this summer and to prepare myself for motherhood and to be a mom. I started by making a list, a big, long list of everything that I want to get done before baby girl arrives. Every single thing that I could think of, I just made a huge list, and then I looked at the list and I broke it down to each month, and I said, okay, the month of March, we're doing this. The month of April, we're doing this. The month of May, we're doing this. And I just really broke it down. So I put everything into a month, and then I only focus on those things that month. That way I really can focus on certain things and not overwhelm myself with trying to look at every single thing and say, what should I do this month? It really helps me to break it down. So then when I'm planning my week, because I like to plan my weeks every Sunday, when I'm planning on my week, I take the time on Sunday to decide what things in that month I'm going to focus on doing throughout the week. And then each day it's like, okay, what am I going to do today to work towards my month goals with baby prep? First off, I wanted to break it down into chunks, into like 4 different sections. The first one is house, what I've been doing to prep my house for baby. And so far, what I've done, what my plan is to like make my house clutter-free as much as possible and to just open up the space so that when we have all this baby stuff, it doesn't feel like we're living in a hoarder's nest, which I know it won't feel like that, but I've learned I really like space, and I really like to not feel like I have a bunch of stuff, but I like to just feel like I can breathe in whatever room I'm in or in my house. So that was been a big goal of mine. My big task that I did, because we have to clear out our nursery room because it was the office. So we're moving stuff out and making it the nursery. But in our little apartment, we don't have a lot of space to move that stuff. So what I've been doing in my second trimester is I've really been finding places for all the things in the office to go and clearing that room out completely to become the nursery. So I started with completely redoing my storage room, and I took everything out of there. I got rid of stuff and I organized it and put everything that I was keeping back in and made room so that there's a few shelves that are completely empty in there so that I can use those shelves to put a lot of the office stuff into. I think a second trimester task that is a fantastic thing to focus on is your house, because you're feeling the energy again. You are like able to get out of bed and get going. You're not at the point where you're so uncomfortable that you don't want to be moving around a lot. And so it's a really good time to get your house ready, I think, to organize the kitchen if you're really wanting to get that done before your baby got here, or to organize your storage like me, to get the nursery room completely cleared out so that you can get it all set up. It's just all those things of prepping your house for baby is a fantastic second trimester thing to do. And that's really the main thing I focused on during my second trimester. Like, the main thing I've been focusing on is preparing my house and getting everything organized and ready that I wanted to for her to get here. Then the other thing is work and career-wise is what I wrote. So work-wise, with my job, I'm a social media marketer for a business, and my job is a lot of creating content and posting it and getting it out there. And so a big thing I've been trying to do is get myself into a good schedule and routine so that when she is here, it's not difficult for me to do my job. But then also I'm gonna take a little maternity leave, but this job isn't one where I can just say, see ya, and take a break for a little bit. I have to do a lot of prep work to be able to take that leave. So it's gonna be a lot of preparing the social media content before I am on my leave. But that's kind of tricky because you don't know exactly when your baby's gonna get here. And so I just have to be prepared well enough in advance and well enough after that I can take my leave. So that's another big thing second trimester wise, is to just start planning and creating content that can be posted at that time so that when it gets close to that time, I can schedule it. So I just make sure it gets up and I can take my leave. That's another big thing. But then I also added career to that because that's kind of what I'm calling my personal social media right now with this YouTube and my Instagram. I've been doing a lot of work there because I'm trying to grow that and make that into something. A big thing with social media is consistency. That's like super important. And so for me, I don't want to miss a big chunk of time on there when I'm just starting to grow. And so it's important for me that I have a lot of stuff already prepared in advance for that time with my social media as well. So I'm gonna be pre-recording YouTube videos. I'm gonna be creating reels and posts and other content that can go up at that time too, and just have it already ready so that it's not something that I'm stressed about when baby's here, but it's something I can just post or do and have already set up to go so that I can really just soak in that time with my baby and that new phase of life and changing in that, taking that time to really embrace that. The next thing I'm focusing on is personal. I have wanted to do a lot of personal growth, like really focus on myself and strengthening my relationship with myself and becoming a better person, a better version of myself before I have a daughter, before I have a child get here, because I think it's really important to have a positive, good, healthy relationship with yourself, and that will really affect your children. That the way you see yourself and the way you treat yourself will affect the way they see themselves and treat themselves. And so if I'm treating myself the way I should, the way I deserve, then hopefully my daughter will be more confident in herself and treat herself the way that she deserves and that she should. So that's kind of a goal of mine, is to really start this process and journey of growing and becoming a better version of myself and building a better relationship with myself so that I can be a better mom. I really do think that will help me be a better mom. And so it's a big thing, really important to me. And I've been talking about this lately. You know, my last YouTube video was all about this. So if you want to know more deeper in on that, definitely go check out my last YouTube video. I called it Learn About Yourself. But yeah, so it's a really important thing that I'm trying to do, especially now while I have the time for it. And it's something that I think you don't have to wait till your second trimester of pregnancy to do. It's something you should do all of your life. But for me, that's when I started it, because that's when I decided I wanted to do it. The other thing is just like, I wrote all other things baby-wise prep. So I'm just gonna share my list of things I've been doing and planning and I'm going to do for the second trimester prep. And I just have, like I said, this big old list I made. Not very cute or anything, but it's a good list. But so the end of this month is the end of my second trimester. And I didn't start this list until March. I made it end of February and started doing it in March. So I only have like 2 months of second trimester, not really 3, but that's okay because I figured it out. But so what I said for it is, for the month of March, I focused on making my registry and finalizing that, because your registry is what people will use to buy gifts for you and to support you with starting your family. And so that's an important thing to get done at a good time, so that when you have your baby shower, then they can go ahead and hop on the registry to give you the gifts and give you what you need to have all that prep for baby. Like I said, I cleaned out my storage room because I needed to clean that out for putting the office stuff in there to make the nursery. Another thing I did was plan the nursery. I planned out what I want to get for the nursery, what decorations I want, what theme I want, and I really just planned every single thing to the T, but planned out my nursery, planned a baby moon. Sam and I are going on a trip, which I actually think will be on that trip when this post goes out, or when this YouTube video comes out, but we planned a trip, a little baby moon, final trip before we have our baby, which will be so fun and I'm very excited for. And then planned baby shower. Me and my mom have had lots of fun planning our baby shower. It's been very exciting and I'm really excited to have the baby shower. That'll be a really fun time to have my baby showers and spend time with these people who I care about and who I'm grateful for in my life. And I get to party with them and have a little fun celebrating this new phase of life I'm going into. So I'm really excited for that. Then I have start talking, reading, and singing to baby, because I learned that this is the time where she actually can hear you and understand your voice and recognize your voice. And so it's a good time to start singing to her and reading to her and talking to her. So I've started trying to talk to her and I will just sit there in the morning sometimes and I'll just hold my tummy and I'll just talk to her. And it's just fun to start building that relationship with her because she can hear me and she recognizes my voice. And so I'm building that relationship now and telling her how much I love her. Another thing I did in March was decide which baby courses to take. I decided what I want to take to prepare for baby, which I just decided I want to take a breastfeeding course, a sleeping course, and a labor and birth course, where those are the 3 areas that I feel like I really want to have that good knowledge. So I want to actually take a class or a course for it. And so I haven't decided exactly which courses I'm going to take for those. So if you've taken a breastfeeding, sleeping, or birth and labor course that you really loved, please do share with me, because I need to find the ones I want to take. So if you have a suggestion, please share it in the comments below, because I would really appreciate it. Then the last thing for March was get rid of clutter, which I did a lot of. Then the month of April, it looked like finish clearing out nursery. So that's another big one I wanted to finish in my second trimester, is to completely clear out the nursery room, so that as we start to get things for the nursery, starting in the end of April, beginning of May, then it's just completely empty, so we can just move that stuff in there and just have that room to put all the baby stuff in. And then I have under that, start getting nursery set up. So obviously that's anything that comes in, I want to start setting it up now rather than waiting, because who knows how I'll be feeling in June or July, and I don't want to have to do a lot of it in July, so just going ahead and doing it now. I have make my hospital bag checklist. I'm not going to fill my hospital bag or pack it until probably beginning of June, but I am going to make my checklist in April, just so that I have it already ready. Like, a packing list is a big thing for me. It really helps me not feel stressed, because then I'm like, okay, I have everything I need. If I just put all those things in there, I'm good. So I'm just gonna make a packing list now. We have baby moon, because we're going this month, like I said, on our trip. I have start buying baby clothes. I've prepped baby shower, which I've talked about in March, also prepping, but then baby showers are the beginning of May, so they have to be all prepped by the end of April, beginning of May, so that's a fun thing I get to do. Plan maternity leave, which I talked about a lot too, getting all the work posts and everything ready for my maternity leave, planning how long I want it, and everything like that. And then the last thing in April is to start my birth plan. Start really deciding what I want my plan to be, what I want birth to look like, and labor and everything, and just preparing for that. And then I have a lot more to do in May, June, and then July, but like I said, May and June will be like the final prep months. May will be all getting the nursery completely ready, getting all the stuff bought, and just getting everything ready. Kind of, it will be a big like getting the nursery ready, getting everything ready month. And then June will be doing everything else that needs to be done, making sure I'm just finalizing bits and pieces here and there, really getting everything prepared, everything scheduled and ready, so that then July can just be a month for me to just prepare myself mentally, feel good and relax, and just get ready for baby to get here. It'll be a good time. It's a really big and important time in life for me, for Sam, for our baby. That's my whole second trimester prep. I'm very excited. There's lots to be done for a baby, to prepare for a baby. There's a lot of things that I believe are important to prepare yourself physically and mentally and everything else, so that you can start off this new phase of life as a mom with a healthy relationship with yourself, with your spouse, with the people around you, with your baby, that you can start off best as you possibly can, which obviously it's not going to be perfect. Obviously there's struggles that you go through. There's things that you can't account for in life that just happen, but doing your part to do the best you can to prepare yourself for your baby and for motherhood is so important. And you should never forget about yourself and taking care of yourself, because if you can't take care of yourself, then it's going to affect the people around you. If you're not taking care of yourself, the people around you will be greatly affected and impacted. And so it's really important to me. I believe truly that if I take care of myself and if I do what I can to get ready for baby, that the beginning of her life will be a lot better for her, for me, for our family. because I was willing to take the time and do the work to prepare for her arrival. If you are in this phase of life, second trimester of pregnancy, getting ready for your baby, I'm very excited for you. I hope you are really enjoying this time and enjoying being with your spouse and your family members and your friends, and enjoying being with yourself and doing the things that you love, and really just getting ready for motherhood. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting me. I am very excited for this journey I am on, and I'm so excited to become a mom. I really cannot wait to meet this little girl. Thank you for being here. Bye!